Couple of quick things, you guys. Number one, what are we dreaming? Are your dreams as bonkers, batshit crazy as mine have been for the past month? And are we still having the same dreams as we in the 4am Club often do? And number two, did I accidentally predict Taylor's new album in a dream last month? I got a video for my drafts I'm going to show you. I made this video on July 25th, and just watch. See for yourself. What do you think? 4am fam, what are we dreaming? Are we still having the same dreams? Having the same imagery and messages come through? Because y'all, I had a doozy last night, okay? Now, in unpacking this dream, I think it's just about me. It's about, some things I'm sorting through, some ways I'm stretching and growing. But you guys, we have pregnancy symbolism. We have icons of divine feminine. We have divine masculine balance. Y'all, get a load of this. And then I want to know, what are you dreaming? Are you dreaming things with the same themes? Are you dreaming something wildly different? Compare notes. Because every couple of months I do this and I say, all right, what are we dreaming? And it's astounding. It is astounding the similarities that we have in our dreams. Okay, so my dream last night. I dreamed I was at a Taylor Swift concert. Now, I was not backstage. I was sort of backstage adjacent. I somehow ended up like at the side of the stage in this sort of like back area. And I happened to glance over and I see her. I see Taylor. She's about to go on. And I kind of like smile and like, not to like distract, pull focus from what she's doing, but just like, get a girl, whatever. But I notice something's off and she's nervous. She's hesitating. There's something off. And that's when she looks over at me and she makes eye contact with me. And it felt like an invitation. So I walked up and I said, hey, it's okay. Being the mom, psychic big sis kind of energy. It's okay. Do you need a minute? You don't have to go on right now. Take a minute. You're okay. And at this, she starts to cry. And she has this moment of release. And she starts telling me, unloading her mind, what's going on. And that's when I look down and I see she's pregnant. Now, side note, is this a prophecy? Is this a psychic prediction? I don't know. Regardless, okay, symbolism. She's pregnant, just barely beginning to show. And I'm like, oh, that's what's going on. She's got something entirely new. And she's so done with this tour and she doesn't want to do it. She's pulled in two directions. And that's when I tell her, hey, it's okay to put you first. It's okay to put your path first. But you're here now. You're in costume. Everyone's ready to go. Finish up here. And then you can move on. And so she did. She gets up on stage. I go out into the audience. And this is where it was kind of weird. Because it was an outdoor venue. And it's like, weirdly, it's like the type of bros that you see at a Red Hat convention. It was like the audience was not it. And they were all leaving. The place was practically empty. And I had this feeling of like, good. Like, they don't deserve her. So she gets out there, she performs to this nearly empty stadium, and the people who were into it, but I knew Taylor's done. She's not having it. She's ready to move on. So after the performance, I wait for her, and I'm met by her and Travis Kelce. So that was kind of fun. Now, even though I'm not much older than them in real life, there was very much this sense of maternal, parental. They were coming to me as a mother who's been in the motherhood trenches for years. What do we do? How do we prepare? And Travis particularly was so sweet and protective. And he was like, how do I protect her? How do I hold this space for her? And the whole feeling of the conversation was very much a recognition of, we're going into a new era. And this is unprecedented for us as individuals. And also, we don't know how the world is going to react to the two of us, Travis and Taylor, choosing to take a different path. And they're no longer, I didn't have any sense in the dream as to whether he was like going to retire, didn't do any changes in his career, but it was a sense of like, we've become these icons and these public figures who are known for certain things. There are expectations of us. And we're choosing to say, I'm not going to do it that way anymore. I'm going to follow this path because this is what's most important next. And there was also this beautiful sense of like innocence and new beginnings and trust. And they were nervous, they were scared, but they were so excited. And they, again, hadn't yet announced to the world because they needed to process through, how are we going to do this? What are we going to decide for ourselves before we move forward into the world? And that was the end of the dream. And I woke up feeling like I had witnessed something. I had both witnessed something and been an integral part of something so sacred and precious that was about to be put out in the world. And by them putting it out in the world, it would change and ripple out how everybody responded to them personally, to the archetypes of who they represent in society, and how society has projected onto public figures and put their expectations on them. Now, there are so many different ways to interpret this dream, both as a collective message and using archetypes: mother, divine masculine, feminine, performance, the type of people who were in the crowd and who were moving on. They weren't having what was coming. And then, of course, when I got into the deeper layers of what this could mean for me and the layers of symbolism for me, I won't get into that here, but I'd love to hear your take on it. And again, what are you dreaming? Because remember, I had that birthing dream a month or two ago, and it was so beautiful and so profound. So to have this one kind of reverse, pregnancy, not yet announced, something new coming, something we're still gestating, and it's going to change how the collective moves forward. I mean, it's a good omen any way you look at it.